Good evening, good evening. This is your friend True Streets from True Streets. I could have been a pastor. Once again, I am the Hood Guru. How's everybody doing out there this evening? Yeah, I just want to touch on a couple of things tonight. One of them is mainly this new COVID thing going on. Another thing is they done took Betty White, Sidney Portier, excuse me, John Madden. I mean, like, first of all, how you gonna take Betty the right before the New Year's? That was crazy. I mean, I know we all going home and know it's a date that we all gotta keep, but that was Betty. Betty ain't never did that. Nobody. You know, I thought Betty be here for. I know that she couldn't be here forever, but it felt like she could have. You know what I'm saying? Because every time you turn around, there go little Betty. You know, from the commercials. And she was a breath of sunshine. I know she was a breath of sunshine to me, and I'm from the hood, so I know how she made you suburb people feel, and you other people out there, you know. She was a nice kindred spirit. And then, like I said, Sidney Portier. Come on now. Sidney. When Sissy Tyson left, I was like, okay, y'all took her. But then you're going to come right back and take Sidney. Man, I mean, sure he ain't made movies in a while, but for a lot of us older folks, he was one of the best that ever did it. I mean, far as serious roles, comedy roles, suspense, drama, action, you know, laid back, just funny. And then his accent, the way he talked, was like he was professional when he wasn't professional. Like he was being a gentleman when he wasn't being a gentleman. It's like his demeanor, with you know, it was like he has one of those auras like Denzel. You know what I'm saying? If he was to say something, you just can't help but listen. You know, like Morgan Freeman. You know, you hear the wisdom and the age in his voice. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be well missed. And then sports fans, come on, sports fans. This is Madden. You know what I'm saying? He the reason why I like Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? From 07, 08, when I started playing football, you know what I'm saying? And then plus watching the games, playing Madden football and shit like that right there. But back when Blitz and all them other games was out, stuff like that right there, when I just started looking at Tampa Bay. And then when he came out with, when they came out with Madden, you know what I'm saying, 07, 08, however that went, I was hooked. You know what I'm saying? All the way up until I played Madden all the way up until 21 came out. When 21 came out, that killed Madden a little bit for me. You know, but before that, every year I had the games, you know what I'm saying? So, shout outs, big ups to John Madden. He gonna be missed, you know. So, and a lot of kids want to get to see John Madden and Cicely Tyson and Sidney Portier, because a lot of old movies don't get played, and unless you're watching the game, a lot of the old clips of old games don't get played as much, you know, or unless they doing a real highlight reel or something like that right there. So big up to all the fallen angels, you know what I'm saying? You know, the reason I say fallen angels, because they ain't soldiers no more, they ain't here no more, so they ain't fighting no more. They don't have the cause and the plan no more. They don't have to, you know, working days is over. So big ups to all the angels that went home, you know, and to all the ones who out there who lost families or friends due to COVID and these other situations. And in my belief and story, I don't believe as many people has passed from COVID as they saying. I truly believe that they hyping up the paperwork, meaning, sure, a lot of people may have passed, but they blaming it all on COVID. You know what I'm saying? Then you look at statistics-wise, throughout the years, they've been doctoring paperwork and things have not been that quite that way. Like here it is, they're telling everybody how bad it's getting, but everything is getting opened up. I mean, like, to me, that's a contradiction. If you know everything is getting bad, plus we're coming into another winter time, plus you have the regular flu, regular colds that goes on, sinuses, allergies, and all these other things that normally go through the airways, and you got 89 different COVID strands on top of it. So I'm like, okay, why is we opening up everything? You know, is that setting us up for failure? I mean, it's like they trying to get people sick. They trying to get people sick so people can die. It's like not enough is on their number. And if you're smart, you got to look at the signs. I mean, if you look at the signs, it's letting you know that they're really trying to get rid of as many of us as possible. I mean, you got to be stupid not to see it. I mean, I had friends tell me, well, why haven't you got the shot? Or you one of them? I'm not one of them. What the fuck is a one of them? There's no one of them. It's the same people there was who denied shots in the beginning, same people deny shots now. Nothing's different. They just publicizing it and twisting everything for their agenda. And if you keep believing their agenda, you, me, the rest of us, it's not, put it this way, you know how every time when you start a plan, you thinking the plan going your way because it's got good results in the beginning, but then it shift on you, so now you gotta go outside the box and figure out another way to keep your agenda or your plan going so it'll still be successful. Well, that's what they're doing. If you can't see it, it's like, okay, they made the first strand. It didn't kill enough. When they closed us in, tried to get rid of us, it didn't kill enough. They switched it. Then they kill us good enough. Now the CDC so-called changed the guidelines. Then they changed them again. It's like they changed them, but they're not getting the results that they want. The results that they want is a Thanos type of thing. They want half of us gone. And guess which half they want gone? But what's taking them so long is the ones that they want gone, a lot of us is in power now. So it's like you fighting the enemy within. And if we don't wise up, especially as a people, like they said, this isn't a black thing, this isn't a white thing, this is a kill me, kill you type of thing. And everybody's all separated and everybody's standing down for their own private causes. But why not stand up for one main cause? Humanity. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good cause to stand up for. Humanity, our humanity. Are we the new dinosaurs? I mean, you think. Did the media really kill off the dinosaurs? We don't fucking know. They might have killed off the dinosaurs the same way they trying to depopulate and kill us off now. And like I said, you can call me conspiracy buff, you can call me what you want to call me. Just don't call me late to eat. But anyway, all this doesn't make sense. It's too much nonsense. It's too much foolery, fuckery, as we in the black nation say, that's going down right now. And it's like, every last one of us with eyes that can see, but ain't nobody stepping up to the occasion to fight this. I mean, when are we going to fight? Everybody fighting for Black Lives Matter. Fight for all lives matter. Blue lives matter. Fight for all lives matter. Life. Here it is. Why are we letting them kill us when there's so much world to populate? Why are we listening to their stories telling us that it's doomsday? The reason that they telling us that it's doomsday, to kill our hopes, to kill our dreams. And once they kill our dreams and people give up, it's easier to crowd. It's easy to get everybody into one place if ain't nobody trying to do nothing. And like I said, we allow this stuff to happen to us time and time again. When are we going to stand up for us? When are you going to stand up for you? When are you going to stand up for your kids? Your grandkids, your great-grandkids, kids you haven't made yet. The ones that you prayed about. The ones that your mothers and your fathers and your grandparents and their parents prayed about. They prayed about for us to stay here. For us to be something when they leave here. For us to grow something. But if we keep letting them depopulate us, it's going to be none of us left to fulfill those prayers, to fulfill those blessings and those dreams that they bestowed on us when they was on their knees and they cried late at night for our parents or for us even. Excuse me. So like I said, hit them comments up, and let me know your views, because these is my point of views, these is my opinions. I'm not forcing my opinions on nobody, as we know, one reason why I can't be a pastor. Second, and with all this going on here, all of y'all, all of us, all colors, creeds, sizes, shapes, backgrounds, do you want to live or die? Period. And if you want to live, stop taking your asses to the hospital. Because that's the only time when you die from COVID, is when you take your ass to the hospital. I've been living with COVID like every last one of y'all for the last 2 years. Have you heard of anybody dying at home from COVID? Only way you hear somebody die from home from COVID is they put out the record, oh, they died from COVID. How do you know? Did you do an autopsy? Did you do the tests and blood tests and skin tests and all those and the cultures and the liver cultures and all that to find out if this person died from COVID yourself? No, you did not. So you take their word for it. Stop taking people's word for every daggone thing, because people always don't mean you good. Haven't we learned that? But here we go, time and time again, we take their word for it. Oh, this person died at the house from COVID. No, that's probably, I'm guarantee you, most likely they didn't. It's people in it's bodies in houses from COVID. Guarantee if them people in the houses died from COVID, or something else wrong for them, they labeled them COVID. Oh, he in the house, he died from COVID, but he got 16 shots to the forehead. No. Stop lying to us. Stop agreeing with the lies. Stop taking part in the fucked up agendas. Because remember, just like AIDS, unless they put a cap on shit, everything, it always gets out of hand when they try to do something to fuck with humanity. When you fuck with nature, nature has a way of fighting the fuck back. That's why we still here. And instead of more of us dying, they don't tell you how many people are born. They don't tell you how many people are living. They don't tell you how many people got COVID and it went in one ear and out the other ear, just like the cold, just like the flu. When you take care of your stuff, you get better. When you lose all hope, then you die. When you in that hospital and they start hooking machines up to you and breathing apparatus and shit like this, you right then and there in your mind start thinking about your death day. Your hope level starts to drop. But then if you make it past 3 to 4 days, you tend to see that this wasn't as bad as they said it was. Then your hope comes back and you come home from the hospital. But the gazebo drugs and all the other bullshit that they feeding everybody and telling them that it's this and putting other stuff inside their body that don't belong in our bodies, and then putting a breathing apparatus on you and you don't need it. Then it's putting pneumonia down in your lungs. Then they got you on your side and they got you tilted different ways so that fluid can't get up out your lungs. Next thing you know, you fall susceptible to the ailment and you die from drowning on your own fluids. But if you don't take the time to read and learn other knowledge and listen to other people who ain't trying to fuck you with this fuckery, then you'll see that COVID ain't killing people. People are killing people. Because just like the people who had the fingers that they could push the bombs, them people ain't out there going to die. No one's going to die out there until they push them bombs. Therefore, it takes a person to put that in action. Therefore, when they put that in action, that's the results. So if we just gonna sit around and let them push the button, why is we working? Why do we have jobs? Why do we pay car payments? Why do we still pay light bills? Why do we do any of this stuff? Say fuck it, put down all the job world, just wait for them to kill us. But if you want to live, and there's a reason why you got them jobs and you paying them bills, then we might want to wise up and get away from this herd immunization and all this other bullshit. Because, like I said, they publicizing this to make the stats seem worse than what they is. But y'all gotta remember, it's religions out there that don't take no type of medications in the United States. So therefore, they've been refusing the vaccine since day one. And the majority of them are still here just like we are. And then you say, it's people who don't belong to extreme religions or extreme cults or all kind of other bullshit, who just say, fuck it, we not taking shots and we not giving them to our kids. So their kids don't have them shots. See, everything that you get, you got to sign for first. They just can't give you shots without you signing and letting them have the permission to give your kids these shots that they so-called is going to protect them from this and protect them from that and protect them from this. Whereas though your immune system protects you from that, protects you from this, because remember, you had immune systems before they had medicines for shots. It's been around a lot longer than shots have been. So as I sit here again, once again, this is your friend, your family, True Streets. True Streets, I could have been a pastor. I am the hood guru. So fill me in with them comments. Like I said before, these is my opinions. These is my thoughts that I'm sharing with y'all today. And I truly believe that there's a lot more of you out there who think like me. And if you are, and you come across this, hit the like and hit the subscribe button. Show me the love. You know, because enough is enough. We got to stand up sooner or later. I want more for my kids. I want more for myself. I'm 52 years old, and I want to see what the Lord has for me. I don't want to see what man is taking away from me. Man that took enough away from all of us. And y'all know which people I'm talking about. I hate putting stuff like this in conversations, but if someone doesn't put in the conversations, like they said, they're already trying to wipe out everything else, so our kids won't know. So the more that I talk about stuff like this, the more I keep my heritage and keep our history alive. So if you don't like me for that, that's not my fault. Like I said, if everybody liked me, I'll be doing something wrong. Okay, and on another note, as we start to switch this up on the second half of this, part twos of this, we're going to start talking about the feeling behind people these days. The breed of people that are out here today. And it make you want to say the COVID strand of people. It's a different set of people that are out here since 2019 ended. And 220 began. Now we're in 22. So when I say it's a different strand of people, it's a different strand of attitudes, mannerisms. It's just the way people treat people and the way they act these days is unlike before. Meaning it's people who are scared out here, truly scared of what's going on. It's people out here who put manipulation into overdrive just to make money. Then you got the people out here who just want to help people. But being a cook, you know, and working with food, and I deal with numerous amounts of people every day, sometimes a couple of hundred a day. So it's like you get to see all these different attitudes, even from the kids and the adults, and then on top of it, you still feel that racism issue, entwined with a lot of the guests. Meaning, you can look somebody dead in the eyes and say good morning, and they turn their head and walk past you. Or, my job application right now is, to let people know, wear gloves, because it's open buffet. So, basically wear gloves, consideration for others, and to keep yourself safe when you touching utensils and, getting your food items and things like that right there, that nature. But, you'll have people, and you'll be like, good morning, sir, good morning, ma'am, welcome to breakfast. We require gloves. You just grab yourself a gloves, you can help yourself. Anything you need, you know what I'm saying? My name is Chef Will, Miss Bonnie, lovely lady. Just let us know, it'll be our pleasure to help y'all out this morning. And that's a nice, uplifting, greeting at first thing in the morning. But yet, some people come up groggy, like, oh, I ain't had my coffee yet. But it's a joking thing, But then you have the others just look at you like, you're a piece of scum. You're beneath me. But yet, you stand at the fucking Hampton Inn. This is not the Waldorf Astoria. This is not, the Hilton Gardens or however you want to do it. You stand at a motel, sure, you paid $100-something a night. All right, so if you didn't want to pay that $100-something a night, you could have went someplace else. But when you come around people, you just don't treat people any kind of way just because you ain't wake up yet, or you had to pay $100-something for room at 2 o'clock in the morning out of town. That's not my fault. I didn't bring you to that table, you know what I'm saying? And I know customer service, you get what comes with customer service, which is true for the most of it. But when you be like, gloves is required, and the person looks at you and just goes to stick their hand straight in the bread and fondling bread with no gloves on, you tend to feel this type of way. And then you go to relay this message, so you try not to, be disrespectful because you are in customer service. So you try to be a little bit more assertive, so they can hear you. Maybe they didn't hear you. Some people are hard of hearing. Some people concentrations when their mental state when they're on something else, a lot of stuff they don't hear. I've been, guilty of these things myself. Somebody goes to say something to me, I ain't heard nothing they say because my thought is on something else. So, you try to, enlighten them again, wake them up to the situation and be like, excuse me, ma'am, or excuse me, sir. I apologize, but gloves are required. So, in that aspect, you tend to be putting guilt on yourself, even though you did nothing wrong, just to enlighten them again of the situation. So you try to make it more easy for them to say, well, look, it's not, you or whatever, but I know how you feel. Like you sympathize, you may not want to wear the gloves, but these are required, basically, And then they still look at you like you crazy, or they'll just walk away from the food without eating because you asked them to wear gloves. And to me, you's a fucking idiot. There's nowhere in the world I'm gonna pay for a room. Complimentary breakfast comes to my room. I mean, not comes to my room, but comes with me getting the room there. And I'm not gonna eat because somebody asked me to put on a pair of plastic gloves. But yet I see 50 people all around me with gloves that they done wore either on a table, or they're putting on gloves, or they're wearing gloves, but I got to stand out. I mean, is that the right time to stand up to be a leader? I mean, is that something you want to lead? Don't wear gloves, down with sanitation, up with germs. And I'm talking about, you can look at some of these people that know they just got finished. You can look at them in their eyes and know this fucker just got finished scratching their ass or balls or underarm or nose or hair or ear or something. And then come right down there and go grab the food, eyes like this right here. Pants stuck up their ass because they got on pajamas or some shit like that right there. Some of them be down there, they ain't even have the decency to wear shoes for themselves. You don't know what been on them floors, what people done walked in themselves. It's got diseases and all kind of stuff. You could have stepped on a piece of glass, you attack or something. You walk out the motel, straight down to the breakfast area like you at home with no bare shoes on, cut off shorts. Some of y'all, well, I ain't even saying how some of them come down to breakfast. And then go dig your hands right in there, walk right past the sanitizer dispenser. And I'm like, when we say that gloves are required, it's not like there's one pair of gloves out there, one pack. We literally, all right, for instance, my setup, it's a juice section, a milk section, a cereal section, then there's the hot section, then there's the oatmeal and hot water, the grits section, then there's the breads and fine muffins and, deli style muffins and stuff section. And then wrapped around from the other side, there's a waffle section. And in the middle, there's a condiment and fruit section. And every last one of these sections has two to four pairs of gloves. Boxes of gloves. So you cannot grab anything in there without seeing gloves. And these people tell us every day, I didn't see them. If you go to grab food and go to grab the utensils to get any food, there's gloves on both sides of the utensils. They're not hidden, they're sitting right next to the utensils. If you go get oatmeal, there's gloves sitting right in front of the oatmeal. And the milk, and the juice, and the waffles. If you grab a plate, you gotta take your hand over the gloves to get to the plate. That's how many pairs and packs of gloves is out there. And they would tell you dead in your face, I did not see them. Oh, my bad, I didn't know. Oh, where's the sign? But like I said, all these other people got gloves on, but you have to be the one, where's the sign? Instead of, oh, why, thank you for looking out for my safety and my kids' and family safety. And I'll surely put on these gloves. And they're free. But you can take the time to fill a plate, but you can't take the time to put a piece of plastic on your hand. But you got to use that hand to fill the plate. So once again, this is True Streets. From True Streets, I could have been a pastor. I am the hood guru. And these are my thoughts and my opinions. So just let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Because hit the like button, hit the subscribe buttons. Mainly hit them comments up because I do want to hear what y'all thinking about. Because I truly believe there's a lot more people out there who thinks like me. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, once again, have a blessed night. Hope everybody that tuned in or will tune in or look at these episodes later or whatever. Hope you're all fine and blessed. Keep smiling, because remember, your Father upstairs gave you that smile. Don't let nothing on this rock take it from you. Just keep calm, peace, and collective. Enjoy life. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay well. And for the ones who don't know me, when I look my head to the right, you already know what time it is.